Okay, yay! All right, and now I'm gonna share my screen because the teacher in me wants to have a visual for all of you so you know what in the world I'm trying to talk about. There we go. Can you guys see this? Yeah? Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, so we have some new faces and we have some veteran faces here, and it just warms my heart to know that you guys are taking an hour, let's hope we keep it to an hour, of your busy night, evening with Erin and I. We have so much to share with you, and we are just completely honored to have this time with you. So first of all, I want to introduce myself for some of you that don't know me. My name is Maggie Ulrich. I founded or created, I don't even know what you call it, Team Self-Made 4 years ago. I started this business in January 2016. And I'm going to mute you guys if you don't mind. Just sometimes the background noise like interrupts me and then I get all flustered and then I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. Okay, so I started this business because I had a lot of success with the fitness programs, and I literally was living in an anxious rabbit hole of life and not enjoying my family like I should be as a stay-at-home mom. And this, it's very hard to describe, but when you're in the thick of anxiety, you really feel like there's no hope. And these programs, the community, this company, the products brought me back to life. And I know that may sound cheesy for some of you that are new to this, but I'm telling you, you are going to feel it too. Whatever it is, there's a reason why you're on this call, okay? You want to make a change, whether it's in your life, your family's life, or someone else's lives. And you're here for a reason. And whatever it is, it's going to be part of your story. Just like my story I share with you every day, you are going to make an impact and inspire others with your story. So anyways, I thought, oh my gosh, other moms need to hear about this. And that is kind of how it all started. So I'm going to just hop right in and show you how this all works. Again, this call is recorded. Feel free to take notes. But basically, welcome. As you can see, we are a very big team. There's, gosh, 582 of us. And no matter who signs you up, you guys, you're still under the Team Self-Made umbrella. I describe it as like a family tree. Oh God, that would make me like the great grandma. So what's going to happen is people start to develop, like you're going to start to develop your own family, your own communities, your own team, and we're all going to separate and grow, and you're going to become a leader. But you're always going to have this team to lean into, fall back on for support. And that is why I feel so honored to be doing these team calls together with you to launch your business. And we're going to be doing these once a month. So you can invite your coaches when you sign them up to these team calls as well. So we understand that when you do sign somebody up, it can be very overwhelming. We send you an email. We're like, do this, do that, sign up this, do this, do this, blah, 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 blah. You're like, oh my God, what in the world did I just do? If you think about it, any job that you start, there's a learning curve. You got to lean in, you got to learn it. And because this is your own business, it's easy to quit, but it's also easy to lean in and learn and grow. So your goal and right now is to just go in and basically work on your own personal goals. Sorry, I have a whole thing of notes here that I don't want to miss a beat because I'm so type A that if I forget something, I'm going to be like, oh shit, it's going to keep me up at night. So this business, you guys, isn't hard. And we want to be able to give you the guidance and the support and understand that you just need to focus on a few things in the beginning and the rest will just come to you and you'll learn and you grow. So let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so let's talk about your resources. There are so many resources that you can use when growing your business. When you first signed up, you got a welcome email from Beachbody, and it tells you basically how to maneuver the back office. It gives you the business side of everything. There's a team, like, there's so much training in there. And I would just take a moment, like in your day, just to kind of like browse it, peruse it, play around with it a little bit, and figure things out. And then our own team, Team Self-Made, we have a team training. Let me see if I clicked, or I have a hyperlink here. Okay, so this is the team training. Hey, hi. Sorry, my neighbor. This is also in the announcements post of our team page. If you guys don't know what's going on, like in our team, announcements, new product launches, new program launches, or when is our team call, or what is going on for this day or that day, or when's the National Wake Up Call again, you can always refer to Team Self-Made Facebook page in the announcements. Everything is listed there, and there's a link for this training as well, okay? So this is another resource that you can use. You'll find this also, like for my personally sponsored coaches, you're gonna find this in your welcome email to go through. And basically, it's just there for you to kind of start your business off. It is self-paced. However, I feel like try to set yourself a goal. Try to get it done within, like, I would say 2 weeks. I have coaches that are hungry, that really want this business to work. And they're like, I'm not wasting any time. I want to get this done now. So they get the training done and they take action right away with it. But like I said, get the training done, but don't just sit there and be a gatherer of information. You want to apply everything that is put in that training and put in there for you to help you build your business. Okay, FAQ, the Coach FAQ. Basically, you guys, if you don't know an answer to something that has to do with Beachbody, like for example, when is the new salted caramel Shakeology gonna launch? You can literally go in your back office, click monitor my business, go to support FAQ, type it in, and everything will be there for you. Or another good resource is Google or YouTube. You can learn so much from Google. Even if you were to Google Beachbody sea salt Shakeology or caramel Shakeology release, it'll come up. The FAQ will come up. YouTube, there are a plethora of trainings on YouTube. Anything, how to, the compensation plan, how to work with social media, anything that you feel that you need the most support in, YouTube is a great guide for you. Okay, TBB 401, it's Team Beachbody 411. It is a Facebook page. It is where we have our national wake-up calls. They are every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and it's Beachbody's training call, really, for the whole network. It is there for us to share coaches, top coaches in the company. They share their best practices. We get to hear their stories. And my favorite part is really hearing their stories. I love, like, they always take like that first part and they just share how they've overcome so many things in their life. They're so like high up and successful in the company, and they're doing really well, but they came from very, sad circumstances, and the odds weren't in their favor, and they overcame that, and they got over the adversity real fast. That's what I like to listen to. So that is also on, that goes live on the Team Beachbody 411 Facebook page, as well as the podcast. If you go on your podcast app on your phone, you can access it there. I like to go on my run. I run maybe once or twice a week, and that's when I listen to the National Wake Up Call on my podcast. Okay, so those are just some of the resources, actually it's most of the resources that you can access when you are trying to learn this business. And like I said, whatever whenever you're learning, don't be like just gathering the info. You need to stop and you need to implement. What will happen is you're going to have information overload, you're going to get burnt out, and your business is never going to grow. And I always say take action, because that will be the best thing for you and your business. And you're going to learn so much about yourself. It's pretty incredible. Okay, so moving on. The first thing you want to do is work on you, okay? Don't stress all about the business at first. I know you're going to be like, oh my God, I got to do 10 rounds because that's the latest program. All the coaches are doing that. And oh my gosh, I have to, try this, and I have to do a post, and blah, 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 blah. Don't worry about that. You are here because you wanted to change you first. Okay? So start with you, your own journey. Stay consistent. You want to commit 100% with a program from start to finish. Get results, because this is what we do as coaches. We prove to people that this works. You want to be your own testimony. So if you were like, I do like we have 50 programs, and you're like, where do I start? You're like, as your coach, if I'm your coach, I'm going to be asking you questions like, okay, do you have any limitations? Or how much time do you have? Do you like to work out for 20 minutes? Do you like cardio? Do you like weights? So I will be talking to you about what you are striving for and what goals you're trying to achieve. But I always feel like 21 Day Fix is probably the best foundational program for you to start with. It's the one that I started with. It's great because they offer it real time now, so you get 21 different workouts. And what I like about the 21 Day Fix is it's 3 weeks long. That is it. You can get results and a transformation in 3 weeks, and you can use that to share, talk about, and you'll have a testimony. And then that's what we do in this business, and that's why I love 21 Day Fix. What's up? Oh, sorry. Are you recording me? Yeah. Oh, Madeline wants to say hi really quick.
Wait, is Erin Two Ends on?
Yeah, I'm presenting with her a little bit. Sorry. Okay, sorry. And then when you're done with 21 Day Fix, it's a 3-week program. You check that box and you can move on to your next program because there's so many. But one thing I want you to know is that you need to follow the nutrition plan. You just can't go through the motions and do the workouts. Nutrition, it's 80% of your success. They do give out general meal plans in the programs, but I would choose one of our plans. You've got 2 separate nutrition plans. Obviously, do your research, figure out which one you think would be the best fit for you. I personally feel like Ultimate Portion Fix is where I had a lot of success, but others may feel that should be Mindset. Who cares? Just pick a program, meal plan, stick with it, and just go with it. Because when you have a program and when you follow the nutrition successfully, then you have that confidence to communicate with others. And you could talk to your prospects or potential clients about the nutrition side of things. I usually start my clients on Ultimate Portion Fix because I feel like it's a good way to teach them portions and food groups. And then if they feel like it's not working for them, then we kind of talk more about emotional eating and their relationship with food, and then we will lean towards into 2B Mindset. Okay, next thing is use your supplements daily. Shakeology is key to our nutrition, and the Performance line will amplify your fitness. So if you are not using them daily, you're not going to have a proper testimony. Shakeology takes, I would say, a good consistent 30 days before you notice any drastic changes in your health and how you feel. Some feel it right away. I actually felt it within like a week because I was literally hopped up on coffee. As a stay-at-home mom, I was exhausted and I was starving all the time because I wasn't eating right, but this was a good nutritional void for me. So I felt it right away, but you guys got to give it at least 30 days with your Shakeology. What am I missing? Okay. Also, take your take your pictures. You have to have before pictures. I can't stress this enough. Take it in multiple rooms, in multiple sets of clothing, set up a tripod, make sure there's good lighting, have a family member take your picture if you need to. Do front, do the back, do the side. I know it sucks. I know it sucks, but trust me, you're gonna want these and you're gonna be thankful that you have them, especially when you have a testimony to share. I did not wanna take my before pictures when I did my very first program. I woke up, Mike was in Denmark. I woke up with a pit in my stomach. I had anxiety through the roof and I was rolling my eyes going, oh, that's right, I have to do this program today. And I just already was like blowing it off. Little did I know it was completely gonna change my life. And I put on my Target mom bathing suit that I think I threw away. I wish I still had it. And I snapped a pic. And I think it was literally the first selfie I took. I mean, this was 5 years ago. This was the first selfie I took, and I just did one. And that was it. I snapped the pic. And you guys, I still share that picture till this day. Till this day. So while working on you, you need to, let me see if I have to go. Yeah, okay. So while working on you, you need to get to know and love the products. We are more than Beachbad On Demand and Shakeology. We have a plethora of other products, and you really want to be building your own testimonial and benefits through experiences that you have with these products. So it's going to be easier to share and talk about Energize if you're using Energize and how much you love it. It gets you through your workouts or your team calls, right? Order the collagen. Talk about the collagen. Take notice of your hair, your skin, your nails. Have your own testimonial. And when you do, you're going to gain that confidence again to share the products and talk to other people about it. Now, if for some reason you are backed up on your Shakeology, which you shouldn't be if you're using it daily, you could always swap out your Shakeology for other products like Beach Bars or the 3-Day Refresh or Recover. And you want to love the products. If you tried something and you don't like it, especially if it's like a key important product like Shakeology that's going to offer a solution to so many, try it again. Keep on trying it. Talk to your coach. For example, I have clients that message me all the time. They're like, the Shakeology is chalky. I cannot get it down. And I'm like, well, how are you making it? Oh, on the back of the packet, it says just mix with 8 to 12 ounces of water. No, you guys, that is just something that is recommended. What just happened there? Did I do that? So don't just shake it up with water. I would seriously get. You have to help your customers understand the make of the product. You blend it with fruit. You fall in love with it. And basically when you do that, you're gonna find the value behind it and you're gonna educate yourself about the product. And again, the back office, you guys, has tons of training about the products as well. All right, so tell people what you're doing and help people change their lives. So you want, as coaches, this is what I love about this company. As coaches, we have an incredible opportunity to impact and make a difference and influence other people through what we are doing. This is so different than anything else. We are making an emotional impact in people's lives, potentially their kids, their families' lives. And we need to figure out goals and struggles and offer them a solution for whatever's going on in their life. And then they can build their own team. They have the same opportunity to help other people change their lives. So for example, like I'm the great grandma of the team. Think about how that has trickled down and how much of an impact it has made on everybody else that's on this call. It's basically, it's a natural progression if you think about it. When you help someone change their life, you make an emotional impact on them with their health and with their wellness. And that is a very personal thing. So when they begin to fall in love with the products and fall in love with the program, they're gonna start to see that change within themselves, their health, their physical, their emotional, their mental state, and they're naturally going to want to share this with others. And then this is how we come in and we could show them how to grow a business, create a team, and basically we're going to create believers in them, in the products and the programs. Okay, so let's go over the 4 vital behaviors. I had to put a picture of Erin and I in here because we are running the call. If you haven't heard of the 4 vital behaviors, these are what Beachbody recommends that you do every single day to be a successful coach to build your business. So first one, be proof the products work. Obviously, I already talked about that. Use the products, get results, create your own testimonial, and be consistent. So especially with the nutrition. And if you keep struggling with the nutrition and you're like, oh, I fell off, or oh, I just can't do this, maybe have a conversation with yourself. Talk to your coach, because this is the thing, is when you sign up as a coach, you have an extra layer of accountability. So when I have clients that are like, I keep falling off, or I can't get this nutrition right, it's so hard for me, which is a lot, I'll say, girl, you need to step into coaching. Because when you do that, more accountability comes because people will start investing in you. And that's going to be a big wake-up call for you to get your shit together, right? So, like I said, if people have a hard time telling me that they can't stick with the nutrition, step into a coach. It like times 10 ups the ante to your accountability. Next vital behavior, share, connect, invite. That's what we do. We share our journey. Share not just the A and the Z. You want to share everything in between. Share those struggles and how you've overcame them. You want to add value to other people's lives. You don't want to be like, this is my before and then this is me now. The middle part is where you are going to connect and relate to your people the most. And Erin is going to hop on a little bit, and she is going to share with us how to do that, how to add value, and how to connect with people through your own personal journey. And what's going to happen is you're going to connect with them, you're going to relate to them, and eventually you're going to invite them, and you hopefully will join us. Number 3, personal development changed my life. But I need to tell you guys, I was not a big believer in personal development when I first started. I was like, what is personal development? I'm like, okay, read a book. No thanks. I've got 2 kids. I stay at home. I don't have time. But really, it's going to help you overcome those limiting beliefs that you have been telling yourself probably since you were a child, okay? That you maybe struggled with your whole entire life. And when I told my mentor at the time, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't need personal development. She was like, oh, why is that? And I was like, I'm too busy. I don't have time to read. And she was like, what about when you're running? Can you listen to it? Or when you're folding laundry, or when you're making dinner? And I thought to myself, okay, if she's telling me this and I'm giving her excuses as to why I can't do personal development, that tells me I probably need personal development. So I told her, all right, so where would you start? And she said, start with the National Wake Up Call and, go from there. So I started tuning in the National Wake Up Call, and they also talk about personal development. And at the time when I first was starting my business, you guys, I had no confidence. I would tell myself every day, I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough to run my own business. Everyone's going to judge me, especially my family members, which I'm sure you are all probably thinking, what's my mom going to think? What's my cousin going to think? What's my best friend going to think, right? What are my in-laws going to think? That's what I worried about. Oh God, I think back and I'm like, thank God I didn't listen to that mean girl, because I wouldn't be here with you today, and chances are you wouldn't either. So because I leaned into personal development, the first real book that I read was called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. That book opened my eyes to so many things and helped me step into who I really am as a mom, as a wife, as a person, as a woman, as a friend, and brought out the power in me. And I learned so much about myself, and I have not stopped personal development since. So You guys, I really think personal development should be like the first thing that you do. I wake up at 5 a.m., I get on my workout clothes, and I read. I read, something that's going to help me with my mental state of mind, help me as a leader, and I also journal. And I've started this in about a year ago, and it's completely changed my life. Okay, so where am I? The last vital behavior is get people results. We don't just sell facial cream, you guys. We offer encouragement, support, a community for women. We comment on people's posts. We message them weekly, asking them how they're doing. We help them live happy. We help them live healthy. No other network marketing company provides a passion like this. We're more than workout clothes. We're more than jewelry. We provide a good and a service. And that is so powerful. I don't know about you, but I'm just not passionate about selling jewelry or workout clothes. So for me, I don't feel I can impact or change anyone's lives through things that make sense. But I can help through health and fitness because it's changed my life. Okay, so real quick, I know you guys are like, okay, personal development, your wheels are probably spinning, like, where do I begin? And this is going to be a lot because it is overwhelming. If you think about it, personal development is probably the top selling books, podcasts that are out there because people want it, people need it. For me, I needed help with my own limiting beliefs. So that's when I picked You Are a Badass. But if you're someone that you can't get over, you have a fear of rejection, maybe try Go for No. Or maybe you are struggling with nutrition, pick out a nutrition book. So find a personal development book that meets your needs, not just one that you're like, ooh, this looks like an easy read, because it's not going to suit you or help you in any way. So these are just some suggestions. Miracle Morning is really good, and the 5-second rule is another. The 5-second rule is the one that got me up every morning at 5 a.m. I still do it every morning. I count down from 5 and I get my ass up and moving, and I don't even think about it. All right, so some podcasts is Team Beachbody Coach podcast. That's where you can access the National Wake Up Call. I don't know if you guys know, but Melanie Mitro has been a top coach for years. She also has her own podcast that helps women inspire other women. And then I love Bob Heilig. There's a typo there. Your Virtual Upline. I've been listening to him lately, and he is amazing when it comes to building your business. So those are just some suggestions as far as podcasts go. Okay, so your first goals as a new coach, and this is kind of like summing it up before we move on to Erin. Commit to a program, get your results, share your journey. Commit to sharing a piece of your journey every day. Now, we're not asking you guys to be a walking billboard for Beachbody, but we're asking you to start talking about it, because nobody knows what you have to offer if you never talk about it. You just can't show up on stories one day or one frame a day with your arm flexed. You have to be consistent every single day. 3 to 4 times a day minimum. You should be intentional too about what you want to share. So in the beginning, and Erin will probably talk about this with the social media, just put it out there. Put it out there, because what's going to happen is we're going to show you how to add value to people when they come to your page. Post 1 time a day. It doesn't have to be about, oh, look at me, welcome, I'm a new Beachbody coach. Just share your story, be a normal person, talk about what you did even before a Beachbody coach. Okay, show up in your stories at least 3 to 5 times a day. Oh, if I had stories when I first started this business, I don't even want to think about where I would be. You guys need to be consistently showing up in stories. They're everything. I have people who come watch me the same, the usuals, like the usuals at the bar. They watch me every day. They like me, they know me, and they get me. And to be honest with you, I get them, and I want to hang out with them. And that's what you want to do with your followers, with your viewers. You want to connect with them, and then you're going to invite them to the business or to your boot camp. But if you're not, like I said, if you're not sharing, They don't know what you're doing. They don't know what you have to offer. It's just basically blogging your day. It's a huge opportunity for you to share your journey openly. Okay, last thing is to hit your first milestone, which is Emerald. Emerald is a choice, you guys. If you want to build this business right and solid, you should aim to hit Emerald within the first 2 weeks of your business. Raise your hand right now, you guys, if you are an Emerald coach or above. Just want to see. Okay, raise your hand if you're an Emerald coach or above. Okay. Whoop. Okay, cool. All right. So you need to strive to become an Emerald. It's a very big deal. It's going to help you grow your business. You get the credentials. When people see that you're Emerald, they're like, oh, she's not messing around. And it's not hard to do. It's not hard to do at all. Okay, I think that's it. Wait, oh, I have one more thing. So where do you start? Step 1, focus on your journey. You want to help 3 to 5 people started with a challenge pack offer. That's basically the total solution, right? You have Beachbody On Demand, Shakeology, or Recover and Energize. It's not just fitness. It's not just a nutrition. It's not just the products. It's a total solution. Carve out time to get that team training in, set some business hours for yourself and stick with them. Share your coach announcement. That's something else that the team training has. There's examples on how you can share with people that you are doing this business. Put it out there on social media. It's your story. And add value to people's lives. So basically, you guys, this is how you want to earn Success Club points. I know that you all know what Success Club is. Every time you help somebody with a challenge pack or a completion pack, which is basically the most common way, you earn 2 points. If you hit Success Club 5, you are in Success Club. There are different ways that you can earn Success Club points, like 3 boxes at the Beach Bar, 2 points. Shakeology, if you just sign someone up for Shakeology Home Direct or Performance Stack Home Direct, you get 2 points. Any combination of those products below, you get 1 point. But most likely, you're going to want people to get results and you're going to sign them up with the total solution. So if you have your own 90 PV on HD, which is usually Shakeology or the Performance line, then you will be checked off for the month and you'll have your Success Club 5 or above, and you have hit Success Club. Some rewards, I don't know about you, but I love the swag. Beachbody rewards us with these amazing prizes. So this is 2020. For month 1, you get that super, so first month you hit Success Club, you get that cute like tank right there. I don't know if you guys see it. Wear and share is great. You can wear your stuff. It says coach. It's a good conversation starter. And every year they come up with new like stuff to give out. Okay, so let's talk about Success Starter. So if you are a brand new coach, if you signed up, I don't know, like January and on, you have a chance to earn Success Starter. And Success Starter is basically, if you hit Success Club 3 months out of the 6 months that you signed up, the first 6 months. So if you hit Success Club February, March, you did in April, and you did it in May, you still have a chance to do it in June and July, earn Success Starter. And when you earn it, I don't know if you guys saw my post today, but Kim Salmon, I know she's on the call, she earned Success Starter, and you earn a free ticket to Coach Summit. So obviously this year is canceled, but that's like a $300 value. So next year you will earn your ticket to go, and you get to be invited to be an official test group member before any program launches. So shout out to Kim. She just started the new program, Muscle Burns Fat, and she can't like share anything about this program. It is like hush and confidential. She is also going to be sharing her journey. So you guys, I would follow her because I can't wait for this program to start with Megan Davies in July, I think 27th. And this is something that's been on my like vision board, is to become a test group member. So maybe I should cancel and re-sign up and get Success Starter. No, I'm just kidding. But definitely strive for this because it's a huge honor. All right, Success Club trips. I have been on 4: Punta Cana, Riviera Maya, Bahamas. This year was supposed to be Punta Cana, and then next year we're going back to Riviera Maya. Basically, they're earned trips through your Success Club points. So if you earned a trip, let me see, I don't know, actually, never mind, I'm not gonna stop my share. Basically, if you earn Success Club for a month, or for a year, I'm sorry, your points will tally up to be Success Club trip dollars. So Beachbody pays up to $1,300 for you to have an all-inclusive trip for you and your spouse or whoever you want to bring. The only thing you pay for is your airfare. It is an incredible trip to earn. You get to travel with your friends and your teammates. I can't even begin to tell you the memories that I've made on these trips. So honestly, this was actually one of the goals that I wanted my first year. We don't ever go on vacation. We couldn't afford to go on vacations, and I didn't even know how this worked. And my coach told me, she's like, if you hit Success Club every month, you were going to get an invite and you don't have to pay for it. And I thought, all right, I'm doing it. Okay. So last thing, Erin, oh my God, I'm taking forever. I'm sorry. You're probably like, well, who do I invite right this minute? Do not run from your warm market right now, you guys. It will be easy to talk to your people. I call it your dirt list. Make a list of your people, the people that would buy dirt from you, your family, your friend, your coworkers. And you're not sure what to send them or what to say to them, talk to your sponsor. That's what we're here for. And don't be scared to talk to your warm market. Because what's going to happen is we're going to help you build relationships with your cold market. And I feel like your hot market is good practice run for when you do tap into your cold market, because it takes time. And you're going to learn how to connect with them, but you need to build trust with them before inviting them. But keep inviting your dirt list. And those are the people that you love and trust you and like you and just would do anything for you. And that, oh my gosh, I think I'm done. Oh, I'm done! Yay! Okay, so that was the boring part of the call, and that's why I went first, because it was basically like what you need to know to start your business. Do you guys feel like it was good information, or are you still like, I don't know what I'm doing? And if you have questions, you guys use the chat box. Hold on, let me see. It is more than just working out, Annie, you're right. What Paige wants to know, what if your dirt list expects you to give them everything for free or for your discounted coach price? No, like I feel like if your dirt list expects you to give them for free, then they're not your dirt list people. They don't qualify as your dirt list people. They don't want free stuff. They want to support you. They want you to be successful. And it's no different than saying, hey, you have to go check out this restaurant. It's really good food. Tell them I sent you. Do you ever hear that? Tell them that I sent you, because maybe you'll get a kickback at the restaurant next time you go. It's no different than that. Okay. I always sign up my coaches as discount, or I always sign up everybody as discount coaches for the discount price. And we do have ways on how to explain that to people, so they're not like, oh my God, I'm signed up as a coach, I don't want to do this business. I always say, well, you know what? I'm going to share my discount with you because I'm all about saving money, and I'm sure you are too. And if they see that $16 fee, they're like, well, I don't want to be charged $16. I share that graphic, and I know all the coaches on, like the experienced coaches, you know what I'm talking about, that explains the difference between a coach and a customer and how much money you're saving. And then I'll say something, listen, try it for the first month. You know you're going to love the products. If for some reason you want to cancel, I will help you do that. Okay? Any other questions, you guys, before Rockstar Erin gets on? You can unmute yourself or use the chat box. All right, Erin.
I have to put my lip gloss on.
Oh, you're so I felt like I was back to teaching with all my notes. I'm like, oh my God, I
Okay.
don't want to forget this. I don't want to forget that.
Um, whew, I'm like really nervous and I have no clue why. I'm like sweating and I'm like, I don't know why. I woke up like, I'm so excited for this call tonight. I'm so excited. I don't know why. I'm like really nervous right now. I don't know why.
I was
I'm so
nervous
excited.
too. I get really nervous for team calls. I'll be honest with you. Like, really
Like
nervous.
my heart, like I feel like I'm in speech class, like about to give a speech right now. Okay.
I mean,
I
there's
don't know why
only
I'm
like,
so nervous.
how many are on? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I have to do the math. 40 of
It
us?
says it at the bottom.
Oh, 37.
Yeah.
There's only, it's like a classroom full of your students, right?
I know, it's gonna be fine. Okay, I am also like Maggie. I'll introduce myself, and I like that I can like see you all now. Maggie, when you share your screen, you can only see 4, right?
I know, I
Okay.
know.
All right. So for those of you that don't know me, there's tons of new faces in here. My name is Erin Henriksen, and Maggie, is my coach. I'll make this like I'm gonna tell you right now. This call. I'm not going to get everything I need to say in 16 minutes. So I have all the goodies for you on social media. So if you have to go, that's fine. But also look at this as like a way you're investing in your business, because I'm going to be giving you like all the tips and tricks that I've learned throughout the entire year. So I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be ending in 16 minutes. Any of you that know me know I talk a lot, but I'm going to try to keep this like as short as I can. Okay, so a little bit about me really quick. I'm a teacher, I coach lacrosse, and I'm a health and wellness coach. I joined Maggie in January of 2019. So last January, I'm 20. I'm going to be 28 no, 29. I'm going to be 29 in 2 weeks. I have been married for 2 years. We have no kids yet. And I'm like, I was sitting eating ramen noodles on a Tuesday night. And I'm like, I'm so sick of feeling like crap. Like, I'm just going to message that blonde, cute lady that's been messaging me on Instagram, and I've ghosted her 4 times. I was like, now's the time to reach out. And I did. And I signed up with her and I lost 27 pounds. I didn't even know I could lose. I need to do a post about this soon. Have any of you raise your hand if you've seen that really cute new movie? It's like the Frozen version of with the brothers and the dad. What's it called? Onward. Yes. And he like makes this to-do list and I'm like, oh my God, I do that all the time. And on my to-do list, it was always lose 10 pounds. That was always on my to-do list. Lose 10 pounds for like 3 years. Like after I graduated college till I was like 26 years old, it was a lose 10 pounds and I never did, because my idea of working out was 1 mile, no more, no less. 1.0, hop off the treadmill, do some abs, and then I'm out. And then while I'm at it, I just might stop at McDonald's and reward myself because I did a good job. And it was just like a vicious cycle. And I'm a total foodie. So I'm like, I'm not giving up all these things. I love to like look good in a bathing suit. I'm in a bathing suit like once a year. Like, I just wanted to feel better. I needed to change my habits. So I ghosted Maggie 4 times. And what got me to reach out with her, and I'm going to talk about this, is her Energize. I wanted that fun yellow drink she was drinking every morning, because I'm like, well, if that makes her feel that way, that's going to make me feel that way, right? So I ended up reaching out to her about her Energize, and we built a relationship, and I'm going to talk about that today. So basically, I would say the first year, I've been doing this for a little over a year. I would say just within the last 3 months, every other day I would wake up and say, I can't, this is a lot. Like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I don't know how much longer I can do this coaching thing. Like, I didn't find like what was working for me yet. I've been doing this for 1.5 years now, and I just finally kind of figured out what I'm doing. So I tell my team this all the time. This business is a roller coaster. This is not, Maggie says this is not a get rich quick. This is you investing in yourself and your health and then helping other people. I know I'm not talking about social media right now. See, I told you I can talk a lot, but this is a roller coaster. Every day I would wake up and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do this. And then I get a text from someone. I'm like, I love coaching. I'm the epitome of health. I love this. This is so fun. I can totally do this and teach full time and coach lacrosse. And then someday I wake up the next day. I'm like, no, I can't do this. You have to you will figure it out, but it takes time. It takes so much time. And I'll talk about this. It's all trial and error. So, I just want to give a shout out to all the women that are here on my team. So I just had a couple girls want to join me. We had a group chat and we named it I didn't even do it. Someone named it Dream Team. So we have officially established ourselves as Dream Team Nation. And I love them so much. And I think that, it was fun coaching by myself, but they've taken this to a completely other level for me. Like having my own crew, it's just, that's what you want to do. You want to be a leader of leaders. You want to find people to join your challenge group, but you also want to be someone that people want to join and build a business with. And I'm hopefully going to share that with you about, how to come off that way on social media. And I'm like Maggie, I have so much to say and I'm going to forget, but, this is what I was going to say. I'm very proud, and she's not on here today because she's in on a trip with her family, but my Dream Team Nation, we're a 1-star team, and that's huge and something I didn't even really have in my sight. It just kind of happened. And Maggie always messages me and we on our last team call with Jess, she said, talk to your people the way you see them. And if you have to talk to them like they're leaders, because if you don't believe in them, they're not going to believe in themselves, because this is a really scary business. So I just wanted to give a shout out to my team and all my girls. I love you so much. I'm so obsessed with you. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Also, if there's typos in here, I apologize. I'm new to this I do Google Slides and it was so ugly. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah? Nothing but the presentation, correct? Okay. I can only see 3 of you. Okay. So, know, love, and trust. How to start sharing your journey. I'm going to share a whole bunch with you. Take it or leave it. This is what I've learned works for me throughout the year. I've invested in myself, in my business, in my mindset. I've taken free courses. I invested with Lindsay. She's on our team. She's a business coach. She completely changed my mindset about everything. Like Maggie talked about, the personal development, all these things I learned throughout the year, and it's trial and error, but I'm going to share what works. And here we go. Okay, so your why. That's the most important thing when it comes to social media and coaching, is your why. I want you to write this down or screenshot this slide. This is what you need to think about. Who do you help? What problem are you solving? Okay, and if you don't have a bio already, this is what you want that bio to answer. You help who do what? Okay, so I don't even know what mine is. I forget. Mine is, for example, let me look. I help women establish a simple routine by transforming their mindset and health habits with realistic AF, because I'm 28 years old, nutrition and at-home workouts. Okay, so when Meg, one of my coaches, Meg, she spoke on our team call last night, and she talked about that's the first thing people see when they come to your page. Okay, and I'll show you what mine was before I invested in someone to help me with this. But you don't have to do that. This is all learning and growing from trial and error. So someone's going to look at your bio and say, I'm going to follow or I'm going to keep moving on. So what's going to catch their eye with your bio? Okay, so you need to think of the woman that you are speaking to for your stories and for your posts, and you need to speak to her all the time. The woman I speak to is someone that loves food, doesn't want to give up anything for food. The woman I'm talking to loves Target, has a unhealthy sushi addiction, likes to drink wine, is maybe a teacher. She loves to travel. She wears leggings a lot because she's uncomfortable in other clothes, wearing other clothes. You know, she shops for those baggy things because that's what she's comfortable in. I'm basically speaking to the old Erin. That's who you need to speak to, because she is listening to you. She's listening to you. And if you have a woman that has some objection, right? One of the objections I get often, especially in my age group, is, oh no, I can't join you now. I'm getting pregnant, or I'm pregnant. Okay, because when you're pregnant, you don't want to be healthy, right? This is not like you're doing these hard, crazy workouts and that's what this is. This is nutrition. This is accountability. This is a lifestyle change. So there's objections. So I'm not a mom yet, so I don't, that's hard. But if there's an objection that you get, you need to talk directly to that person in your next post the next day. They're listening, they're watching. Obviously, don't say, hey, girl that I was talking to yesterday, this one's for you. I've had people message me being like, oh my gosh, that totally spoke to me. And I'm like, that was for you. Okay, so they're listening, they're watching. Speak to the person that you were, because there's tons of you out there. So if the old you would snack really late at night, you need to talk to that snacker tomorrow about how you've changed your habits and how you fixed your habits. Okay, so picture that woman that you were, and how can you help her? Okay, so this is what you want to answer in your bio. You help who do what? What problem are you solving? Okay. Okay, sharing your journey on social media. You are a coach, yes, but there is so much more to you than just being a coach, okay? When you are posting, you need to share all aspects of your life. How can people relate to you? And I'm going to show you some examples of that. Before you post, ask yourself, what do you want them to get from it? And would it stop their scroll? I call those scroll, stop, and post. Okay, one of my coaches, Kelsey, who's on here, she posted her first picture today, and she texted me and she's like, what do you think of this? And I actually opened up my Instagram, and hers was the first picture, and I actually stopped, and I'm like, oh my God, who is that? And I realized it was Kelsey, and she looks so confident and so good. I'm so proud of her. So you want to come up with that like scroll stopping picture. This right here is an example of a Beachbody billboard. Okay, it's pretty obvious what the difference are between this kind of profile and a real person that can be helpful to you. When you see just a glimpse of my page, like I like food, I clearly I'm a teacher, I have workout equipment, I work out, I maybe run a business because there's a computer in there, and I have a really hot husband who's at the bottom. Not my dad, not the second one, the one on the bottom. Okay, and I'm a newlywed, like I've recently been married. So that you kind of get the gist about me just in that one little snippet. Hang on, this is not working. Okay, so why would she want to join you? I titled this presentation, I'm such a teacher, it's so annoying. Okay, I titled this presentation, Know, Love, and Trust. Beachbody and at the anything we go to, they say you want people to know, like, and trust you. Someone that likes you may not join you, but if they love you, they will. And that's why I say you want them to know, love, and trust you. So you want them to know about you. These are things you want to be posting and sharing about. You're more than just a coach. What else do you do? I share pictures. I love being a teacher, and I think that's why I love coaching so much, because I am also so type A. I love creating, I love helping, I love teaching. No 14-year-old really cares about a nutrition label. They just don't. That was what the unit was we just finished with. A 35-year-old trying to change her life after having kids and getting healthy, she cares about a food label. So that's why I love so much that I can teach at school and love my kids, and then I can still do this. So you're more than just a coach. What else do you do? What do you do for a full-time job? Do you have kids? What do you do? Because you're not just a Beachbody coach. You want to show your personality. If you're funny, be funny. If you're not funny, don't try to be funny, because then you're just not funny. If you have a potty mouth, use your potty mouth. I do, but I don't. I always put I don't swear on my stuff. But I have coaches that do, and that's because that's how they are. So show your personality and talk to your people. Don't be talking to people that, the people Maggie are talking to are not the people I'm talking to. I'm talking to people without kids, maybe. I'm talking to people that maybe haven't like needed. We're talking to different people. I don't have kids. That's what I'm getting at.
People that are not middle-aged.
I'm kidding. You know, I don't have a family yet. So moms are reaching out to very different people than I may, you know. Talk to your people, use your language, use words that you use. I say some, like I have very specific words that I use in my posts, in my stories, and it's fun. So do that. And then trust. Like Maggie said, you need to be vulnerable. You need to share the times. I can't look at that picture. You need to share the times that are hard. We had a really terrible loss in our family in January, and it was the worst day of my life. And hang on. You need to share that with people. You need to share those hard times because, you know, they need to see that you're human. And I have a coach, Natalie, who's also on here tonight. She joined before she was going into surgery. She joined my challenge group. And before she was getting ankle surgery. And she talked all about her journey. She wanted to join for the community and for the accountability because she knew if she didn't join, that she was going to go downhill after her surgery. So she joined my challenge group before surgery, and then when she was in a boot. Okay, so you want to be vulnerable. You want people to trust. I'm not saying your page has to be a sob story, but here's a picture of me when I was little. Like, and Lindsay's someone that encouraged me. She's like, share. I've never seen pictures of baby Aaron. Like, share those times, share losses, share wins, share failures, share successes. Like, people want to see the real you. That's what they want, is realness. Okay. So know, love, and trust. You want people to know, love, and trust you all the time. This is my team, and I just wanted to love on them so much. So these are things that you need to share. Like, you don't just need to be posting sweaty selfies to get people to want to join you in your journey. So if you're a teacher, show that you're a teacher. If you just got your doctorate, Kelsey, show that. Like, people love that. Like, I have a doctor on my team, guys. Like, how amazing is that? I have my other diamond coach, Nicolette. Her husband is a firefighter, and there are so many fire wives on here. And share that, because those are the people that you can speak to. Okay, those are the people like Kim and Hillary. Their husbands are fire wives, or their husbands, they are fire wives. Their husbands are firefighters. Like, you guys could bond. Someone could totally bond with you, being like, oh my gosh, my husband's a firefighter too, and you can totally click. Ashley just joined us last week, and she hit Emerald today. She hit Emerald today. She's a mom of 3, and she shows herself doing yoga with her boys crawling underneath her in down dog. Like, you need to show that, because that's real. And she is going to reach out to so many moms, like so many people that I can't reach to really, because that's not me. Hillary. Hey, Hillary, you're like right where my mouth is. Haley is 21 years old. She is so close to diamond, and she just started with us like a month and a half ago, 2 months. She has an Alaskan boyfriend that she met in college, and she shares about him all the time. So if you have an Alaskan boyfriend, share about him. Jenny is a teacher. She lives in Colorado, and she just had to clean up her classroom today, and it's so heartbreaking, but you need to share those things. I know, Sam, you did that too, and that it sucks. Meg is a dog mom. She is obsessed with her boys, and they are the cutest dogs in the freaking world. And she gets donuts every Thursday. So like, donut lovers love Meg, because Meg talks about donuts on Thursdays. So if that's your thing, talk about your thing, because that's what's going to get people to know, love, and trust you. Okay. So just starting. You have to start. You have to start, and you have to come. We call it your coming out or your announcement post. You have to come out and let people know what you're doing. We assume people know what we're doing and what we are, right? They have no freaking clue. I guarantee you, I have people that watch my stories every single day, and they still have no clue what I do. You have to spell it out for people. You have to let them know what you're doing, like all the time, not just one and done. Like, you have to do it all the time. So this is a new skill. Start sloppy, start unsure, start scared. It's okay. This is all trial and error. I say this to my team all the time. It's trial and error. And I always mess it up every time. You grow through what you go through. My mom got me a sign with plants on it because I love plants and I have anxiety. And she's like, here, like, and I look at it every morning. And that's like my team motto. You grow through what you go through. So if you don't post a scary picture of yourself flexing like Kelsey did today, you'll never know what the response you could have gotten out of that if you don't go through that. I had one coach, she messed up. She signed someone up the wrong way, which I did the first time I signed someone up as well. But then, hey, guess what? I didn't do it next time. So you have to be okay with failing. This is, if you're not failing, it means you're not stepping out of your comfort zone and you're not going to grow. So if you want to stay here, be my guest, stay comfortable. But if you want to go like this and keep going up, then you have to step out of your comfort zone. So I wanted to share my coach, Allie. She is one of my Emerald coaches. She's amazing, and I love her so much. And her and I, guys, have not even met in person. She lives 5 minutes away from me, and we actually connected through one of her friends on social media, who's now one of her coaches. I was talking with her friend, and it wasn't the best time for her. Allie reached out to me for the business opportunity, not for the challenge group, for the business opportunity. And then she joined my challenge group, and she's one of my Emerald coaches right now. And it's so funny because she is not one to come on a call like this. She is not one to post on social media and share about these scary things, but she is, because she's finding this woman inside her she didn't even know existed. She shared with me yesterday that she is so much happier just running her successful business because she's like her other job, because she's happy with herself. And that's so freaking amazing. Just like you guys said, this is so much more than workouts. So she is a bride to be, and she's getting married in September. So you can imagine the stress she's going through right now. This was her coming out post and her announcement. It doesn't have to be a before and after. It doesn't have to be you in a sports bra, like 20 pounds less. If it is, amazing. But if not, that's okay. You don't need a before and after transformation to be a killer coach. So this is her coming out post. This was her telling everyone that she's here and she's ready to help. She said 6 months and 20 pounds ago, I got engaged. Fast forward today, I'm a health and wellness coach. Why am I doing this? And she explains why. She said what she did, and then she's talking about how she met this unbelievably badass powerhouse group of coaches and saw the difference in them. They put themselves first. They say yes to themselves and show up every single day. Being a bride to be is why. Why is she doing this? I decided to get my shit together. Ashley, who's Ashley? Allie has a potty mouth, and she's going to use her potty mouth because that's her. And I love that. I love that. Being a bride to be is why I decided to get my shit together, and all the people I get to help and share this journey with are my why I continue. I never in a million years thought I'd be able to share this part of my life, but it's a disservice not to. Okay? Send a message to me if you're ready to join. So she hit all the points. She shared her why, not what she's doing. She shared why she's doing it. And, when you do these posts, when you do any post, you cannot compare yourself to others, especially other coaches. Do not go on anyone on this call's page and start comparing yourself to them, because that, I promise you, you will burn out, you will feel overwhelmed, and you will not be successful in this. Honestly, you guys can follow each other. Mute people. You don't need to be watching their stories. If you're like me, you'll see what people post and be like, ugh, I didn't share about the Berry Energize coming out. Oh my God, I have to do that later today. Oh, but I forgot to post. Oh my God. And then you get overwhelmed. And then if you're anything like me, you shut down. So if you have to mute people, you don't have to unfollow people, but mute them. But also, if people aren't bringing value and inspiration to your life, you don't need to be following them on social media anyways. So don't worry about perfection. There is only one you, and that's the best part about you. So be you. If I'm trying to be, let me pick on someone. Hang on. I'm scrolling through everyone because I can't see you all. Okay, hang on, I'm trying to, okay. If I'm trying to be Gina Walsh, I don't have cute children to show. So I can't compare myself to Gina. We're so different. I can't all of a sudden start creating these beautiful, Gina, what do you make with your classroom? Like all amazing, like the graphics. What do you, calligraphy? Yes. Like I can't all of a sudden just, what do you call them?
Anchor charts, hand lettering.
Yeah, that. I can't just all of a sudden start posting that, because why would I do that? That's not me. Okay. I can't start sharing about these random things that other coaches on our team start sharing, because that's not me. Be you. There is only one you, and that's what makes you so freaking special. So be you. Do not compare yourself or do what the other coaches do. Do your own thing. Because if everyone is, you need to stand out. So what's going to make you stand out? I want to give, Christina, where are you? Oh my God. Wave. Christina V. Did she leave? Oh, there you are. Okay. Christina does her apple cider vinegar every day, and I love that. And she's inspired women on my team to start drinking that, and I love it so much. But like, all of a sudden, why would I start sharing my apple cider vinegar? I don't drink. I did drink that, and you've inspired me to kind of want to do it again. But pick something that is you. Pick something that is special to you to start sharing, and that could be anything. If you do some crazy ritual that would be fun to someone else and helpful to them in their health and wellness, start sharing that and have that be like your thing. Like that's Christina's like apple cider vinegar, and she's inspired people. Consistency is key. You can't post one time and then expect all these people to start reaching out to you and you start making buku bucks. You have to be consistent. Every single day you have to show up in your business. You cannot show up some days and not another. You absolutely, I'm wrong. You absolutely can do that. But if you want to be successful, you have to show up every single day. You have to show up the good days. You have to show up the bad days. And I'm not saying you have to make all these extravagant stories, but if you're not feeling it, share that. Yesterday, I wake up very, very anxious. I'm just so excited about everything. My mind starts racing with all these things. And instead of, I had a rest day yesterday, I went for a walk, but I shared about my struggle yesterday. And I had a lot of people reach out and just be like, I'm feeling the same way, or blah, blah, blah. And we can help each other. And then you can build a relationship as well. So always remind yourself, you grow through what you go through. If you're not putting yourself outside your comfort zone, you're going to stay stagnant in the same place. And if you're okay with that, so am I. My next biggest thing is creating curiosity. That, when I get off a new coach call, that's like the number one thing. I'm like, hey, you do you, boo, until you go on our Getting Started Right call. But if I'm going to tell you one thing, don't go out and tell the world you're a Beachbody coach and you drink Shakeology and this is your Energize. Okay, why? Because when you create curiosity for someone, this is going to build a relationship. And how do I know that? Because this happened for me. This is how I reached out to Maggie, was because I wanted to know what she was drinking. What was her yellow drink? So here's an image I found on Google. This is Shakeology, okay? If I saw this, I would Google Shakeology. So someone Google Shakeology, purchases Shakeology, and they don't need you. So they have gone on to Beachbody On Demand, gotten a free coach, and they don't need you because they figured out what you drink. They're going to buy it themselves. And maybe not because maybe they don't realize that you can help them. So when you show a picture like this with your Shakeology, this person needs something like this in their life. They know you're knowledgeable. They reach out to you. They need your help. Relationship started. That's exactly how I started a relationship with Maggie. After she invited me, nope, I wanted to know what she was drinking because I wanted that. So you want to create curiosity. There's a few different things that people call it. Some call it their liquid energy. Some call it their their go-go juice, their liquid motivation, mom crack. Come up with some fun thing to call your shakes, your pre, and your post. Meg on my team, she calls her post her healthy chocolate milk. Everyone wants a healthy chocolate milk. Maggie calls her shake her lazy lunch, something that's going to get your audience to be like, whoa, what's that? I need a lazy lunch. So, because Maggie's reaching out to moms, they need a lazy lunch, right? So you want to create curiosity with everything. Even I refer to Beachbody On Demand as my fitness library. Come up with like your code words, because if you don't, someone's going to go right on to Beachbody On Demand and purchase it themselves. How are you going to stand out? So basically, I wanted to show you, this was my profile. I think right when I was the diamond coach. I just started. This was right when I started. I'm so glad I took a picture of my profile, because you know what? I think this was near the time my husband and I were on our honeymoon, and I hit diamond when we were on our honeymoon. Maggie's like, you hit diamond. I'm like, whoa. I was like, I don't really know what that means, but like, I just kept doing the things and building relationships. And when you keep going and you're consistent, these things will happen for you. And if you want it, right? So we were on, because we were on our honeymoon and I just bought presets, which I'll talk about. My name, look at the difference in these two things. So my name up here, I joke that I was in the witness protection I joked that I was in the witness protection program when I started, because I watched too much CSI and Law and Order as a child. I still kind of fear everyone's out to get me and someone's going to steal my identity because I post on Instagram. That's just, I'm a firstborn, I'm a psycho person, and that's just how my brain works. So I'm like, okay, we'll just do a fake name on Instagram and Facebook. And that's what I did for years. I'm also a teacher. I try to stay like on the down low. And I swear, when I was in college, they scared the crap out of us into thinking that we were just going to get fired. If you drink wine, you're a teacher, you're fired, you're gone, right? So I'm like, okay, I won't even put my own name on social media. So I made a fake name. This is my my bio. Wifey, molder of young minds, aka teacher. I'm relatable AF. I'm a health and wellness coach, and I'm helping others build healthier habits. I thought I was cute. I thought I was great. I thought I was fine. And then I invested in my business, and I realized that that's probably not the best thing to put, because that's great. If someone's looking at my page, what is that? Why do they care if I'm relatable and a wifey? What is that going to help them do? Nothing. So I do have in there that I'm a health and wellness coach, but who am I helping? Okay, so then fast forward a year, I help women establish simple routines by transforming their mindset. Okay, because that's what it was really big for me, was a mindset change. So that's another thing to think about your bios. And take a picture of your profile now, just so you can have it for yourself. I added highlights, which I'll talk about, that you can add just to kind of spruce up your page. And then I have a link tree in my bio as well, which I'm going to talk about. So when you see my page, you kind of get the gist. You don't really know what's happening to the left. Like, I don't really know what's going on. Actually, this was the first picture right here. This was my coming out post, because I had just met Maggie at Super Saturday and I was super inspired. And then I did a before and after, and I wanted to throw up. I was so scared to post that because I'm a very modest person, and showing any picture of me in a bathing suit, I was just like, oh my God, I'm so scared, but I was so excited. And I told one of my coaches this today. She's like, what do you think about this picture? Do you think it's too much? I said, you will know if it's too much, because in a half hour, you'll go and take it down if you think you're uncomfortable with it. And I always tell my coaches, do what you are comfortable with. If you are not comfortable working out in a sports bra, then don't put yourself in a sports bra. Just don't. But if you're fine with it and you're cool with it, go for it, girl. If you're uncomfortable sharing about your kids, don't. Like, don't do things you are uncomfortable doing, because that's just going to drive you away. This actually, I remember when I made this, it was a Sloppy Joe recipe from the 21 Day Fix. And I sent a picture to Maggie, and she's like, oh my God, you should share that. I'm like, oh, crazy lady, I don't want to post on Instagram. I don't want to do it. And I'm like, fine, I'll do it. And I did it. And I was so happy I did that. And then I share my hot husband and my friends and my siblings, but you have to share more than just you and your workouts. So you can kind of see I have a new, like, I'm dabbling with like fuchsias and blues, because I realize I wear those colors a lot. So I'm like, oh, I like that color scheme. So I kind of blended everything in, and I'll talk about presets and the aesthetic like look of your page. My page is also private. That's just a personal preference. I don't like want everyone in the world seeing my stuff. That's totally up to you though. And then we had a great call with Jess last week. So Maggie has it recorded. She talked about sharing the business opportunity and following people and all that stuff. So that's a really good call to watch if you have not done so already. What did I have on this? Oh, okay. So how are you going to stand out? What time is it? Oh my God, I'm sweating. What time is it? Okay. How are you going to stand out? You want to make sure your page is very eye-catching and aesthetically pleasing. We all like that look. So I am not going to go over how to download a preset or anything. I'm going to leave that up to you because you're a grown woman, but I'm going to highly suggest that you download and purchase a preset. They do cost money. They cost like $5. And actually I have just started editing my pictures by myself in Lightroom, and it's an amazing app. So you can download the presets right to Lightroom and then edit them yourself, or just click one preset. And these presets really make your page stand out. Not these right here to the left, those are Instagram. These are Instagram filters. The one to the right, those are presets. I highly recommend looking into the website Linktree. And you can take a screenshot of this page as well. Linktree is the free website that you can go to make that cute little link in your bio. I just talked to my coaches about this last night on our team call. This way you can say, oh, refer to the link in my bio, and everyone sounds cool when they say that. So you put this link in your bio because in there you can have so many people reach out to you, or look at the resources that you're giving them for free, which could be recipes, but you can also put in here how to join your challenge group. You can put in there if they want a free trial, or you can put in there if they want more info in the coaching opportunity. So you can go so many different routes with that, but I'm gonna highly recommend Linktree. Highlight Cover, the Highlight Cover app is the app I use to get those highlight covers. It's free as well. And then also think about your branding colors. Think about what color is your brand. So meaning, what color is your brand? Maggie is so pink, 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 pink. I like pink too. Sam has been, where are you, Sam? I don't know where you are. There you go. Sam's been dabbling with the teal. I love it. I love it. I love it. So pick a color that when people are scrolling, they're like, oh, I'm on Sam's. Like, I like that orange. Like Natalie today was dabbling with the orange and I loved it. So pick a color that's like your brand. Okay, this right here, my presentation. This actually is kind of my brand. Black and white and pink, and then sometimes light blue. No wonder why I picked this background. So you want to pick colors, use those colors and use them often. Okay, so you want your page to have a very nice flow. You want to use the same colors, like 3 to 4 colors in your stories. You don't want to be like all over the place using all different colors, but you want to pick 3 to 4 and run with those colors, and that will be your brand. Okay, captions, they can make or break your picture. So this is what I say with captions. Captions can be as long or as short as you would like them to be. A short caption can be just as good as a long one. So to the left, I have a picture of me totally flexing because I was so proud of myself. And it's super short and sweet. Leopard is my favorite color. Got that Friday kind of feeling in me today. Fit tip, because I do fit tip Fridays. That's my new thing and I love it. Rather than rush yourself, set small goals. Okay. I'm not offering anything to my challenge group. I'm not offering anything to my coaching opportunity. I'm just giving them value. I'm just offering a tip to them that can help them and inspire and motivate. Not every post has to be about your challenge group or coaching or your journey. Like, it doesn't have to be these long, lengthy things all the time. Okay, hang on. By a show of hands, how many of you like really stress out about content and posts for the day? Like, that's like my biggest thing. Like, I'm like, oh, what am I gonna write today? And then I'm like, oh my God, Maggie already posted twice. What am I gonna write today? What am I gonna write today? You know? And you have to, I always say this, I'm like, don't post just to post. Like, post when you're inspired. Post when something comes up. And like when I was watching, what's that movie? What's the movie? The one we were just talking about. Jackie, what?
Onward.
Onward. I wrote down in my notes, talk about to-do list, lose 10 pounds. I still haven't wrote about it, but I'm going to. So when something comes to your mind, put it down in your notes. Write it down for another time. What I do is I'll take pictures and then I will put an idea I had in my head and save them in my drafts. That's really helpful too. Okay, this one right here is one of my coaches, and she just shared this the other day, and I love it so much because it does so much. First of all, I love that she made this. This is Shakeology. So there's another thing you can do with like marketing is anytime someone gives you the excuse, I can't do shakes. I can't do shakes. Okay, fine. Can you do cake? Can you do cake? Because we can do cake if you don't want to drink it as a shake. So there are so many different things that you can do with Shakeology, so explore that and take pictures of it. So Meg here, she shared this the other day. Wait, I can't see the top because this is hidden by it, but what does it say? I literally can't see it. Can someone just tell me what the top says?
It says lose weight, eat cake, and I'm
Okay.
like salivating right now looking at that.
Yes.
I'm gonna take it probably when
So
we get this call.
The first thing that you post in that caption, it is a scroll, stop, and intro. I want to eat cake and lose weight, so I'm going to see what this is. Okay, it provides context. So what is she talking about? What's her story? What's her why? What is this picture about? And then it's adding like total personality in there. I love this picture so much. And then it offers value. She's giving them the recipe right there. And that's the thing with recipes. I share recipes all the time. And that's how I offer value a lot of the times, because anyone can Google a recipe. They don't need a health and wellness coach for recipes. They need accountability, support, and community, but they can Google recipes. Okay, so when you're sharing recipes, you're sharing value. Okay, and then it inspires. So she inspires her followers to take action at the end. May is the most cost-effective way to join me and my team. Don't let this slip by you. Okay, like that makes me want to join her. Another thing that I learned, I just did a training on this. I don't even remember who it was. I forgot, but they talked about adding at the end of a caption something that may not have to do with what your point was. So the other day on Friday, last Friday, my fit tip was like, use what you have. I used a Truly box for a step, like Truly's, instead of a step. And at the bottom, instead of talking about, hey, how can you join me? I just wrote, do you prefer Truly's or White Claw? And that got people to engage on my post. So you don't always have to write whatever. Like Meg at the end of this could write, what's your favorite? Are you chocolate or vanilla? Or cream cheese or whipped cream frosting? Like you could engage so many people, or ask for advice, or ask for recommendations. That's a really good idea too, to end your post with. So these are the things you want. Again, screenshot that if you want. Scroll, stop, and intro provides context and your clear personality. It inspires your followers to take action, whether that's messaging you, getting a hold of you, or maybe doing something on their own. Maybe it's just going to get a workout in or going for a walk, and you've made someone happier that day. And then engaging. Okay, so we always call the end like a call to action. What do you want them to do? How are they supposed to get a hold of you? All right, you always want to offer people value, like all the time, whether it's in a post or a story. Why are they coming to your page? Because you offer them some kind of value, whether it's inspiration, motivation, recipes, workout moves. Kelsey on my team today, she will share, and Nicolette does this too. They share what their workout is and what it is, how many reps, and for how long. And that's really helpful. That's what I used to do. I used to look at those and screenshot those people, or like Pinterest, and be like, oh, this woman's really helpful. And I'm going to watch her, and I'm going to get to know, love, and trust her. And eventually I'm going to join her. But right now I'm just going to screenshot her stories, and that's fine. That's how it works. Okay, so things that I offer value by recipes. I share recipes all the time because I love food. If you don't love food and you're like the pickiest eater ever and like just eat like shells and cheese, don't be someone you're not and start sharing all these extravagant recipes because that's what you think you're supposed to do. Share shells and cheese. Share healthy shells and cheese. I'm not kidding. Like, talk about macaroni. How can you make it healthy? We have so many healthy macaroni recipes on Beachbody On Demand. Okay, so be you all the freaking time. I am big with mindfulness. I struggled with tarot, not that bad, but like anxiety. I'm a firstborn. I'm pretty high strung. I'm pretty controlling. I'm very type A. And I struggle with anxiety. So I talk about mindfulness all the time. I'm a health teacher, and we do meditation, talk about mindfulness every single day in my classroom. And I try to offer value with that. I'll talk about apps that are my favorite and people can download. I talk about how it's helped me, and it's kind of being vulnerable, but it's what you choose to do. Now, another thing I want to share with you, recipes. When Maggie sends us the training, she sends in there a free gift of a meal plan. So like, obviously we're not going to be sharing what we share in our challenge groups to someone every week. That's not in our challenge group. But if you need to throw them a bone and throw them a free meal plan that they could just Google themselves, do it, because they're going to learn to trust you and know that you care about them and you truly want to help them. This is so not about signing up as many people up for a challenge group as you can. It's not. And if you think that's what it is, that was really hard. That's not what this is. That can be the mindset some people have, but that's not what's going to get you to be happy and a successful coach, and then you to have people want to join you, is just signing all these people up, because eventually that kind of fades when you lose that warm market. So share the recipes, share a few recipes from our own challenge group. That's an awesome tool to use. Fitness. Gina, I think you had the sample workout. Where are you? Is she on here?
I'm here.
I don't even know where she is. Where are you?
Hello.
Hang on. Oh, there you are. You made that I think it was you that made like the pink and blue, like sample links.
Yeah.
Did you make that? Yeah, like that's an awesome tool to use. Like, not sending all the samples to them, but being like, hey, do you want to try a sample of this workout? That is like such a good piece of value to give someone, is a sample workout, because you want to know what they can do. They can go to Beachbody On Demand and get it themselves. But do they know that? No, I didn't know that. So why don't you just help them out, and they can learn to get to know you and trust you because you're helping them, and just give them a sample workout that they can go find themselves. So we have that in our team drive. We have all the samples right there that you can just send like one link or whatever. So I just wanted to, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I still have a little bit more, but I just want to see like anyone unmute themselves and kind of think like, what's your thing? What makes you, you? Like for me, it was mindfulness. Like, I'm like, I should totally start sharing about mindfulness. Duh. So like, I want to hear like, what are some things that come to your mind when you're like, oh, that's so my thing?
Mine is anxiety, wine, and let me show them. Let me show them. Okay. And sweets. That's my thing.
There's marshmallows in this.
All right. All right, you guys, this is
Well, I don't like marshmallows. Anyone else want to share what their thing is, or knows what their thing is?
I just figured it out that I'm a teacher and I know kids. So I'm going to pick a day during the week and start sharing some just parenting ideas. I've raised 2 children. I think they're pretty cool. And I'm raising 3 more that have some issues.
Yes,
So
that's amazing.
That out.
That's amazing, Laura. Like, Laura's a freaking saint. If you don't know her, she is a saint. And that's amazing. Like, sharing, when this whole quarantine thing happened, like, this team took it to another level. Like, Jackie, where are you? She's still on or no? Is Jackie on? No, I don't see her. Okay, Jackie took this mindfulness, and you guys dressed up as superheroes, and that was amazing. We're not just chicks that work out and eat and have this community. We're so much more than that. So think about what really makes Sam, he's so cute. Think about what makes you so special, because you are special, and you just need to figure out what that is that makes you you. So start thinking about what that is. And then Okay. This right here is from one of my coaches, Natalie. And she took her whole profile and she has created the Better Me Life. That is what her brand is, the Better Me Life. And that is what she calls it. So this was her story today. She posted a picture of her shake and then she offered so much value. She's so good at content and creating. It's insane. So she took this and she was like, I'm going to give them the recipe. I'm going to offer value of what's in my superfood shake and then what's in my superfood shake. Do you know how many people, when I share my superfood shake recipe, message me and say, what's the scoop of vanilla superfood? And then we talk. And they're like, oh, that would be so good for me because I like have a baby right now and it would be really good for me when they're down for a nap. I could have that, like blah, 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 like connection made. The other thing I'm going to suggest, and I absolutely love doing, and it helps me so much. See this stuff right here? This literally Googled from Beachbody. Take this, put it in your notes. So every time you share a picture of your Shakeology, you can put that on the side and you don't have to retype it every single time. So do that for your pre, do that for your post, do that for your shakes. Do that for the collagen. Any product you, or the beach bars, any product you use, write it down in your notes, what the benefits are, what it does, how it's going to help people, and then copy and paste that in there every time so you don't have to type it out every time. So this is a perfect way that you can offer value in your stories, is offering what's in your shake. A lot of people don't show what they eat. And for me, that was like my biggest thing. Like, I'm like, how does she look so good? What does she eat? I want to know what people eat. And I'm encouraging my team to share a little more about their food because everyone struggles with nutrition. Everyone struggles with nutrition. So start sharing about those things because you would be surprised like how interested people are in what you eat. Like Hillary, I have no clue what you eat. I have no clue what you eat.
Yeah, I share my junk food and that's about it.
Yeah, you do, because when we do pizza nights, I'm like, me too.
I share it in my group, but I need to get better at sharing it not in my group.
Yeah, and it's funny because like we're such good friends, but I still don't know what you eat for lunch.
I know my food pictures are so ugly, so I share it in my group, and I need to get better at not being half eaten because that's what I do.
Yes. Oh, you're like, oh, I should have taken a picture of this before. Let me tell you something about bad pictures. So I took a picture, and I was telling my team this yesterday. One of my bestest friends made a comment on my picture of zucchini fries, telling me that it looked like dead fish, and I was like, ah. And I actually thought it looked kind of like worms too. It was a terrible picture, but whatever. I don't know how to like pose fries, but they were so good. And I'm like, whatever, I don't even care. So anyways, I posted this picture. I was like, oh, how rude. I was like, they're not that. And then I'm like, oh my God, should I take that down? Or do they look that bad? Is that like throwing my feet off? And I'm like, you know what? I do not care. Like, who cares? Are you freaking kidding me? Who cares? And you can't let people, like, you're throwing yourself out there. You can't let people bother you. You just can't. And if you do, you have to have a tougher skin. I'm a teacher. If one kid said one thing to me that bothered me, I would dwell on it the entire day, even if 10 kids told me I was their favorite teacher. You have to change your mindset and tell yourself, bye-bye, do not worry about that, sayonara. Because if you do, this is just not going to work for you. And just another personal development thing. It's just going to help you overall. Okay. Another thing is sharing about the biz. So you would be surprised, some women are more interested in joining us for the accountability and community rather than losing weight or doing anything like that. We offer one thing that other community or that other programs do not. We Peloton, Orange Theory, Lifetime, the gym, we offer community, accountability, and support. There is something in this for absolutely freaking anyone. So any objection you get, I already have a nutrition plan. Okay, cool. Do you have a workout plan? Yeah, I have that too. Okay, do you have a group of women that you can dress up and drink wine with and, you know, eat cookies? No. Okay, someone has a nutrition plan. Okay, do you need a workout plan? Anything that's, unless they're with us already, they're missing something from us. So you can offer them something. And even if it's the business opportunity, I never wanted to coach, never. I wanted to work out and be left alone. I never wanted to post in the accountability group. I was just not having it. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And then I didn't even use Zoom workouts until like maybe 6 or 7 months ago. So because my sister started doing it. But I actually had on my list of things to do, cancel shakes. And I forgot. And then I forgot again. And I was like, oh, rats. And my husband's like, what are these shakes you're getting? And I'm like, I'll cancel them. I'm one of those people that I'll have something on my to-do list forever. If it's like I need to call the water softener people, I've had the top of our water softener sitting on our table for a week and a half because I just haven't done it. So thank God I didn't cancel my shakes and my coach membership, because then I have to wait 6 months to sign up all the people that want to know what I was doing. Okay, so I'm looking at his pictures, I never thought I would do this. Like never, ever in a freaking million years. And I just am so blessed that this crazy lady didn't give up on me. Like, I'm just so thankful for all of you. Okay, so what now? I'm coming to a close. You need to first, if you have not done so already, create your announcement post. Make sure you do what you're comfortable with. Do not post a picture of you in a bikini if you're not comfortable with that. I was not comfortable wearing a dress to my 8th grade dance, so I was the only girl in a V-neck that I hated and a skirt. I wore a sweatshirt every day my freshman year of high school because that's just how I am. So I'm not going to post my before and after right away, but if you want to do that, go for it. Go for it. But think about what's going to reach your audience. What's going to reach your audience? If your audience doesn't work out, and if your audience that's what they're struggling with, maybe don't post a picture of you working out, because that may motivate some, but that may really discourage a lot of other people. And you just kind of want to be like, hey, I'm here to help you. That's another thing. You just sharing a bunch of your workouts and all that stuff is great. And it's so motivating to some people. But how are you helping that woman that doesn't work out? Are you offering her value and motivation in those workout videos? Then go for it. But if you're just posting pictures and videos of you working out, make sure you're thinking about your audience. Is that helping anyone? What is it doing? So, share. I tell my team, I'm like, guys, if you don't know what to post, what was the first, all of us have a thought when we wake up in the morning. And it's this, I'm better than I was the day before, or today's going to be a struggle. And talk about it. Talk about it in your workout video. Talk about it. Because you're going to be able to help someone and reach out to someone. Be you and no one else. I cannot stress this enough. Be you, because there is only one you, and that's why people are coming to your page. Don't try to be someone you're not. Okay? What do you enjoy? What do you enjoy watching? Do you enjoy reading long, lengthy captions? Like, do you sit down and actually read? I want to see a show of hands. How many of you actually sit down and read really longer captions? Like, you read it top to bottom. Okay, so half-ish. I don't, but sometimes I still do post my long ones because I just have so much to say. But do what you like. So if you like long captions, post long captions. I love short captions, but I don't post them a lot because I'm like, oh, I have so much to say. But if you like GIFs and the highlight in stories, do that. Think about what caught your eye with your coach. What got you to reach out? What got you to say yes? And do that. You want to invite others to the opportunity. They are not going to come running to you. I promise. They're not coming to you. They're not going to be knocking on your door saying, tell me what you're doing. Some might, and that's awesome. Some might do that. Okay. But what I suggest you doing, and I talked to my team about this last night, polls and questions are great. I told my mom if she doesn't vote on my poll or answer my question, I'm blocking her on Instagram. And my siblings and my team. You know that when you vote on your team's polls and answer their questions, it helps your algorithm in Instagram and in the back there and in your phone, it helps you. So with your team, vote on each other's stuff. Like, obviously, no, Maggie, I don't want information on your coach sesh. Okay. Like, when it's one of your girls that they're just trying to help you. One of the women on my team was like, I'm just so sick of no one voting on my polls. And of course she's thinking, And I think, you know, oh my gosh, Maggie probably has so many people voting on her polls and getting all these emails and blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you, 9 out of 10 times, the people voting on my polls and answering my questions are my mom, my siblings, my coaches. But I put them there for the one time that one woman is brave enough to give me her email and reach out to me. You have to look at it that way. If you look at your polls and you're like, oh my God, no one's voting on my polls, I suck. That's a terrible mindset to have. Stop it. People don't really vote on your polls. They will once in a freaking while. And you're going to be like, oh my God, yes. And then you're going to reach out to them. So don't be discouraged if people aren't engaging on those things, because one time they will, and you're going to make a connection. I have leading leaders on my team. 2 of them voted on my polls because they were interested in the 3-day one of them was interested in the 3-day refresh, and that's how we connected. So you have to reach out to them. Someone has to be exposed to an opportunity about 7 times for them to get it in their head that they might kind of be interested in it. So remember, you're planting a seed for someone. Don't get discouraged. Just change your mindset. You have to have a positive mindset with this. And my last thing is, you have to have fun. If you're not having fun, this is not going to work. If you're not having fun and if you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to crash and burn and give up. And this is not going to work. Your number one priority is you. So if you feel like one day you have to unplug because you just can't, and maybe you're not going to get a post up or a story or show your awesome workout, then don't. Think about why you started. You started to take care of yourself and your mind. So my biggest thing when things get stressful for my coaches, I'd be like, are you having fun? If you're not having fun, stop stressing about whatever it is. Whatever this sign up is or this whatever, stop. Because if it's not fun, it's not worth it. So always remember why you started. Always have fun. And I learned this from Lindsay too. It's one of my favorite things I learned because I'm an anxious person. And I talked about this in my classroom. Think about when you physically are feeling anxious. Think about what that feels like to you. Like for me, it's the butterflies. My stomach flips. Maybe get a little, like my breath gets short or whatever. Now think about how you feel when you feel excited. It's the same physical feeling. We're mentally labeling it, I'm anxious. So when you say out loud, I'm anxious, this is stressing me out, you are convincing yourself that you are stressed and you are anxious and that you can't handle this. I can't tell you how much positive self-talk, how powerful positive self-talk is. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you're a fox and you are going to help someone today. I tell that to my high schoolers and they're like, what? A fox? What does that mean? I'm like, shut up, you're 14. I'm kidding. I love them so much. Okay. And like now they say I'm like a snack, like you're a snack, whatever. Okay. So if you would like to screenshot this page, these are some resources that I use daily. I use Lightroom every day for my pictures and edits. The highlight cover is what I use for my highlights. Word swag I use more for my challenge groups. And then this line break generator is what I use to italicize, bold, and break up your Instagram post. So if you're just posting one long paragraph, like that's not visually appealing, I'm not gonna read that. When you break it up into smaller paragraphs, people will like skim it, they read it, it's much more appealing to the eye than one long paragraph. You can't do that in Instagram, but you can do this in that line break generator and just have it up like in your Safari. It's the best. And then in here, this is a challenge, that a 5-day free challenge. I cannot tell you enough how much like opportunity there is in these free 5-day challenges. So what these business coaches are doing is exactly what we're doing, right? They are offering us value in a 5-day free challenge so that we can see that they know what they're talking about and they're very knowledgeable in what they do, in hopes that maybe we'll make a connection and want to move forward with them in their business. And then they are a business coach. So women like Alexa, which she's doing the 5 free-day challenge, she sends us emails every day, tons of content, tons of fun ideas. So not only am I learning, but I'm learning about her I'm getting to know her personality and I'm trusting and she knows what she's doing. So I'm not saying you need to run a 5-day free challenge, but you could do a free like meditation group or a free morning routine, just one day even. So people can kind of get to know you. Okay. Thank you for listening to me talk and talk and talk. I could talk forever. I honestly could keep going because I have more stuff to say, but I just put on here, get after it. Start sharing with the world who you are. It's 2020. This is something else that's funny. Sometimes people ask me if my hair is as white as it is in the pictures. I'm like, dude, no, it's a filter. Like, of course, my hair's not white. It's just really, really blonde, and I have no eyebrows if I don't color them in, but no, my hair is not that white. Like, it's 2020. We use filters. We share maybe too much sometimes, but it's 2020. We're stuck at home on a Zoom call. So you can do no wrong with this right now, especially right now. So like I said, that is what I've learned throughout the year. Like I said, I could probably still keep talking. I love what I do. When you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. I don't even know what my Instagram handle is. Please hold. It's Erin Henrik. But if you have any questions about anything, like, please feel free to reach out. I absolutely love this team. I love coaching. I never thought that I would be doing this. And I'm very passionate about social media, like not posting, but like learning about it. And if you're someone that never posts and like is in the witness protection program like me and just scared, that's me. Like sometimes I'm so scared. And I'm like, oh, is that too much? Oh my God, they saw what color my door is. They're going to come and rob me. Like, I'm not kidding. That's where my mind goes. So, you just have to start somewhere. No one's perfect. And I cannot express enough. You just have to have fun and take care of yourself. So do you guys have any questions? Maggie, can you not close this? Because I want to read this chat. And if you end the meeting, I don't get to see it.
No, I'm just like, first of all, my cheeks hurt from smiling so much. Like this is, I've had so many like pinch me moments during this call. I can't even explain to you guys. And it makes it just like, you guys are going to have these moments too, if you haven't already. So it just, I don't know. It's very hard I get really hard to express my feelings when it comes to this stuff. So Erin, I have like a page full of notes. Every time you talk, I learn more and more about what I need to be doing. And you have a wealth of knowledge when it comes to social media, considering you were in the witness protection program.
I was not actually, like, please don't think I was actually in the witness protection program. It's a joke.
No, I know. It's so funny. I liked how you said, if you get an objection, talk to that person in your post the next day. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I love that you shared your team. Yeah, I mean, there's so much here. But one thing I want to like end on is, you guys, if you treat this business like a